Hi, Ron Benning here. In this video, I'll be giving you a Sacramento Fourplex market update for the time period ending April of 2024. I do my best to keep this analysis real and without any real agenda other than to just try to give you guidance about what's happening in the market. In this video, I'll look at the key local market trends like the average list price, the average sale price, the days on the market, and inventory level trends. I'll also touch briefly on key national economic trends. I'm going to do a level of analysis that nobody else is doing in this marketplace. This will help to pull back the curtain a little bit to see the Sacramento Fourplex market in a way that you may not have seen until now. Developing trends leave evidence. If you want to know what's likely to happen in the market for Fourplex in Sacramento over the next month or two, watch to the end of the video. April 2024 was a neutral market for Sacramento Fourplexes. We currently have a 4-month supply of Fourplexes on the market. You will notice that there was a big spike in pending sales at the beginning of February and for part of March. That led to the increase in sales in April. As you can see, the sales rose from 3 in March to 5 in April. That's about a 66% increase from the previous months. But in real numbers, we're really only talking about 2 more sales. Although we're in a neutral market, there is no denying the growing inventory trend of Fourplexes in the Sacramento area. Pending sales have decreased by 42.9% from the previous month. It should not come as a surprise that pending sales have fallen off sharply since the interest rates have been rising for much of the last month to month and a half. The Federal Reserve has made it pretty clear that they are not intending to lower rates much between now and the end of the year, unless the economy deteriorates more than the Fed is expecting or the inflation rate comes down faster than they're expecting. Up until now, the market had priced in an expectation of multiple rate reductions between now and the end of the year. Now that expectation may no longer be realistic in the short run. So up until now, the market had been pricing in multiple rate reductions before the end of the year. That expectation may no longer be realistic in the short run. So understanding that there is a 30 to 45 day lag between pending sales and closed sales, we are likely to see the amount of closed sales going down significantly over the next 30 to 60 days, as the current interest rates will likely continue to slow down the rate of new pending sales. The days on the market showed a significant upward trend from 19 days to 48 days. That seems to be hinting in the direction of a buyer's market. The average days on the market for active Fourplex listings is 66 days. That's more than 3 times the days on the market for the sold Fourplexes. And more importantly, about 50% of the active Fourplex listings have already been on the market more than the average sold days on the market for Fourplexes. This means that the market just isn't too excited about 50% of the active Fourplex listings. When it comes to the sales price compared to the original asking price, prices have softened a little bit over the last month, with the average Fourplex selling for about 96% of the original asking price. This is down about 2% from the previous month. So much about what will happen in the market is driven by expectations of buyers and sellers. These expectations are just not in alignment, and this misalignment has gotten worse since last month. We see the continuation of what I call the alligator pattern, where the sellers, for whatever reason, are still trying to get higher list prices than previous months, while buyers are facing the reality of higher interest rates and that those higher interest rates are likely to stick around for a while, so they are demanding lower sales prices. I think one of the main reasons that this happens is that many sellers and the agents they're using to list the properties simply do not understand the income side of the analysis. I analyze all of the investment properties in the 10 counties around Sacramento each week. So I believe I'm seeing things at a little bit different level than most of my competition who doesn't do any of that type of analysis regularly. And by watching these updates, you'll understand this too. Let me explain by showing you the GRM, gross rent multipliers, for all the sold fourplexes this past month, which is the income approach to value. So of the sold fourplexes in April, the GRM, or gross rent multipliers, range from 8.68 to 11.17. The GRM is calculated by dividing the price by the gross income. The lower the number, the better the cash flow is. Now let's look at the active fourplex listings in Sacramento. By looking down the list, we will see there is only one fourplex on the market today, as of the day I'm making this video, priced with the GRM lower than the highest GRM of any of them that sold last month. This does not bode well for the sales over the next 30 days or so. If you're enjoying this analysis and you're not already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe now so that I can continue to keep you in the loop about investing in Sacramento and the fourplex market. So what does all this mean? While nobody can know for sure, I think that the inventory of fourplexes will continue to grow over the next 30 to 45 days. I believe this will likely lead to a buyer's market for fourplexes in the next month or so if these trends do not reverse. If these trends continue, there is a reasonable probability that the most motivated sellers will lower their prices to get their properties sold, and prices may need to come down to accomplish that goal. For buyers, I'd be writing offers based on the GRMs for the most recent sold fourplexes. Sellers, it can still be a good time to sell as long as you price realistically. Price based on the most recent sold fourplex income approach numbers. If you use objective data to price your property, there are definitely buyers ready to buy. If you're thinking of selling your fourplex and want to know the value of your property, look down below in the description for a link on getting an estimate on your property. If you're thinking about buying a fourplex and you're not already on my GRM weekly update distribution list, or you don't have an MLS search set up with me, reach out to me and I can get you set up and get you subscribed to the weekly GRM reports. Feel free to use the comments section down below to ask any questions. Whether you're thinking of buying or selling in the next 7 days or 7 months, feel free to call or text me so that I can answer your questions, and I will help plan a smooth purchase or sale transaction for you.